Okay, are we live? Let's see. Let's see if we are live. Test, test. Testing, testing. Okay, perfect. All right. Just a very short live stream today. Uh, but I want to take a look, just a quick look at Webull stock. So I'm particularly interested in this one just because I use Webull myself. Um, and so I think it might be a good idea. So this is Webull. IPO'd, um, I believe it IPO'd here like April 11th. Immediately shot up, hit a high of 79.56, and then it kind of just went down, and it's been kind of hovering around here, with earnings coming up on the 28th, and then I guess the volume here is pretty elevated compared to where it was before, um, without much early price movement. Um, so I mean, just to so it, I guess let's just start out by asking Grok, um, give me a breakdown of the whole Webull business model. Okay. So I've already asked this a bit. So I believe like one of my main concerns is that they're just not very, very profitable. Um, so if we go to like annual, I guess uh, their net income was negative, um, and total revenue is like kind of flat. Um, so I don't know. I mean, like they are like balance sheet wise, they are doing pretty well. Like they have what 2 billion in assets and they're with 6.92 billion market cap. Um, but debt to asset going up, not necessarily a good thing. Um, but the reason I'm so interested is because, like, I mean, we've seen what's happened with Robinhood stock, right? Um, I mean, like, look at this thing. This is wild, right? And this is just absolute insanity. Um, and I feel like we saw kind of a similar pattern, right, with a very high IPO, and then it just dropped, went flat for a bit, and then it just like shot up. Um, and I don't know exactly why it shot up, but like we've seen it absolute monster run. Like even was like if we look at the year to date, um, like this is an absolute monster run. Like yeah, just don't, it up down and just blows through everything. Um, and if we look at their financials, um, I mean, even like this doesn't look too good, right? Net income, I mean, I guess it is increasing. Um, so it is getting better every year. Um, revenue is up. So I mean this makes sense, right? But I think the main thing is that they have a lot of users. Um, but I think that's kind of the thing that Webull hopefully will happen with Webull is that they also get a lot of user growth, and hopefully they can convert it into revenue and income. But also, I mean, it seems we've hit, like with Robinhood after the IPO, after the IPO, I mean, it kind of bottomed out, but once you hit support here and it just kind of stays flat, right? So I'm wondering if that same thing has happened with Webull, since it's kind of bounced off of this here and it hasn't really gone under and it doesn't seem like it's gonna go under. Let's see what Grok said. So, by the way, Webull is no longer a Chinese corporation. So it used to be a Chinese company, um, but now it's US based. Uh, and yeah, so platform allows users to trade a wide range of financial products, stocks, ETFs, option margin account, fixed income security, crypto, and future portfolio analysis tool. Custom model portfolios with BlackRock, found in 2016. Um, Freemium business model. Hmm. So, I mean, I just personally use Webull, so I'm kind of biased in that way, but that's also, like, I feel like that's always a good thing. I mean, if you use a product and you know the product and you've used it for a long time, then it can kind of be like something that you're more confident in the stock compared to if it's a product you haven't used and you don't know. It's not necessarily as good of a buy. Okay, so but let's look at revenue stream. Margin interest stock lending, interest on margin loans and shares revenue from lending user security, subscriptions. So this is the one thing I don't know how much revenue they're getting because I have like Sage Tracker, which is like an institutional tracker, and then I pay for options data, but the total is like $5 a month or something ridiculously low. So it's just a very, like, I'm not convinced at all that it's something that will make them a lot of money. Routing user trades to market makers. I mean, this makes sense, right? This is kind of the classic, because usually, the old way was you charge commission or fee on every trade, whereas Webull usually you don't get charged a fee, but they will route your order and you won't necessarily get the best price possible. But I mean, like for a trader like me, it's fine. It's not you don't get ridiculously scammed um or anything. Transaction fees and referral programs. So turned profitable in Q1 in first full quarter as a public company, following years of losses focused on growth. Total revenue is up, net income is good. Operating expenses decreased 2%, while customer assets grew 45%. So they're getting a lot of, I mean, 45% year to year, year over year growth for customer assets is a lot. Now I do wonder um, what's kind of I wonder what, um, sorry, just got distracted. But I wonder what kind of how much profit they make. Like, is more customer assets necessarily more profit? Um, and August 28th. So it is, I mean, it's kind of an earnings play. Um, um, so I mean, I want to see the options chain, right? So August 29th would be directly after earnings. We look at calls. So first, so relatively low IV, um, and all the strikes they're all reasonable strikes. I don't see anything unreasonable here. So I don't think earnings necessarily going to move this a lot. I would say this would have to be a longer play. Like I don't think you buy this for earnings. Um, Now the one thing that I do wonder is like Jerome Powell, right? 'Cause he's gonna have a speech tomorrow, and I mean this is just getting ridiculous with Jerome Powell because he says good afternoon and the market just goes absolutely um psycho. Uh, but I mean 61% chance that there's a rate cut. So I mean my theory is if there's a rate cut, Webull is definitely gonna go higher because it just has to, right? Like that's just gonna be a lot of money flowing in. Um, but this has gone down because I remember this being at like yeah, it was up at 73%, 75%. Um, and 1 second. Um, but yeah, this was up at 81% and it's just fallen to 60%. I mean, I don't know. Like, do we think this is priced in? She rate cuts. Wow. Kalshi 60%. 60. Yeah, okay, pretty similar. I mean, yeah, again, this has been higher. I guess this, yeah, it was at 80%. Um, Now it's down to 60. So, I don't know. I mean, it could go bad tomorrow. Like if Powell implies that there's not going to be a rate cut, which maybe, I mean, is there inflation data by the way? Or like CPI? Hmm. Excuse me. From April to July, the number, well, yeah, I guess people are getting summer jobs. Um, I mean, I don't know. Does this look like there's gonna be a rate cut? Right, it's up a little bit. I think the jobs report was bad, right? Jobs report, July. Stunning downward revisions to recent months. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the bear case, right? Is the jobs report was just really bad. But I mean arguably that would be a reason for rate cuts by Powell. Um, I mean does I mean this is still like right, if you look at this chart, this is not that bad. Um, anyways, I mean my biggest reason is that I think institutions are buying into Webull. Trending on Wall Street bets, right? Is that Palantir, Nvidia, Meta, Google, Bull? Let's see. Could Bull pull a hood removed? 20 contracts of calls. wasn't profitable for a few years, hold. I mean, Webull is profitable. That's the thing, right? I mean, this is some top level analysis. SPAC, I don't know. I mean, maybe it was just cheaper to do it via SPAC, right? Institutions are buying in. Reports vary slightly, but institutional ownership ranges from 31 to 54%. Market beats reports 92%, 27%. New stake established in Q2, new position, increase their new holding, light speed management. 24 million registered users. I mean, oh, 1.4 million YOLO. What is this? Yo, this guy isn't even using Webull. This is not a good YOLO. I mean, he should be using Webull, right? 13,000 shares, 200. Oh, this guy lost a lot of money because these expired worthless, I think, right? 17.5 on August 15th. Yep, worthless. And then 48,000 more. Don't be like this guy. Don't be buying these ridiculous calls. The ticker is bull, so I'm bullish. Long common stock in August calls. Oof. Let it ride. Bought a put to make sure you make another no. Okay, let's see what Grok said. Webull has shown consistent user growth. Growth accelerated during the 2021 meme stock. Reached 24 million from 20.6 million. So they gained 4 million users in a year. I mean, that's not insane growth, right? They didn't like double their user base or anything. Active engagement. Wait, 4.7 million. That has to be the number. Wait, 24 million users, but only 4.7 million funded accounts. So like a sixth, or only a sixth are funded. among existing users. Daily average revenue trades. Promotions. Growth is robust, but from a smaller base compared to peers focused on millions and day traders. Monetizes new user. $64 million new users can be converted to premium features. Banks earn interest on these floats. 31 million. I mean, this is not bad. 31 million here. 64 million here. Customer assets 12.6 billion. Hmm. We're established. Webull grows faster. 24 registered, 4.7 million funded, 26. So Robinhood, I mean, if we just look at the funds, Robinhood is about 6 times as much, whereas the market cap 7 billion, 94 billion. I mean, what is that? 94 divided by 7. 13 times. So based on the amount of funds that people on Webull trade versus people on Robinhood, it should be 5.6x, but the market cap is 13x. So the argument would be that Webull needs to 2x to catch up to Robinhood. Customer assets. Oh wait, that's the number funded. I see. I'm sorry. That's not the amount. Yeah, okay. So the assets makes more sense. So okay, so 22x. So I mean, in that regard, Robinhood would be the undervalued one if we're just going based off customer assets. Um, right. So I guess Webull's kind of low on customer assets. Good net deposit growth. Revenue-wise, Webull is 8.5x larger. So I mean, it seems relatively fair priced. I don't know. Um, Strong quant rating. Nobody actually knows what this means. There's no analyst ratings. I mean, I don't know. I guess the argument against would be that, like, look at everything Robinhood had to go through here until it finally went up. But the thing with Webull is it's already profitable, right? So that'd be the argument that it needs to be higher. Needs to trade higher. Okay. I mean, I think the biggest risk and the argument of why you wouldn't buy right now, I don't even think Q2 earnings can be that bad. Like I just think it's unlikely that Q1 they had great earnings, and then Q2 they're just gonna like just unlikely that anything significant happened to ruin their earnings. But I think Jerome Powell can absolutely ruin the stock. I mean, if he goes and says some bearish stuff tomorrow, that could be bad. Especially I think for Webull who are in this kind of field where I think interest rates really matter. Um, but yeah, I mean definitely something to keep an eye on. I think I think it could run, um, but you'd have to see.